Out on the track for the first race then in car number 800 is Macaulay Tier. 111 is Sam Cracknell. Then comes Harry Merriweather in car 118. And number 11 this evening is Cian Staniford. Just the 4 cars on the track for this first race. Just an 8-lapper as well, so not too much time to do the business when we get the green flag to signal the start of racing.
Alright, I'm opening them for him.
We'll try to give that to you, boys.
Thank you.
There you go, just and 2, and then we've got that one.
What are you doing? Did you do your thing today?
No. That's got CBT in. She doesn't like the fact.
And it finally comes, the green flag is waving to start this evening's meeting. Sponsored tonight by Mike's Motors. And the whites and yellows out on the track to determine who will be the first winner in this glorious sunshine on Bank Holiday Monday. That's an early lead for 800 Macaulay Tier, but a brilliant overtake as they go onto the back straight and round turn 3 there for 118 Harry Merriweather and 11 Cian Staniford as they both round number 111 Sam Cracknell. And Harry Merriweather on the charge early on. He got a 3rd place last week, 7 days ago, the last meeting, which he will be delighted with, and his team will be hoping to use that as foundations to go on to bigger and better things. And he started in good fashion this evening, and he's caught right up with 800 Macaulay Tier, hot on the heels of Tier, who's been leading since lap 1, but he's now got to contend with the pressure from Merriweather and 11 Cian Staniford also joining the party as well. They're very close together out there on the track in this 8-lap contest. It's still Tier who holds the lead, but 118 Merriweather is looking in good early form this evening, and he will be eyeing an overtake here, hoping to force Tier out wide and move in to first place. But frustration is what Merriweather is being met with at the moment as they go onto the back straight once again. And Tier just braking a bit early before going round turn 3. It's not posing too many problems for him at the moment. He's holding that line quite well, and Merriweather unable to force his way through on the inside or take the longer route and try and overtake on the outside of 800 Macaulay Tier, who's been leading from lap 1. And there's not too long left in this race for the other drivers out there on the track to do too much about this. But look at that, it's supposed to be strictly non-contact. Merriweather thought he saw a bit of space there, but there wasn't enough. He tried the overtake on the inside of 800 Macaulay Tier. So time called early on race 1. Bit of a collision, but not too serious. He lives to tell the tale, does Macaulay Tier, as he will collect the checkered flag and take it round and drink in the reception of this Onchan Raceway crowd. The first of the night, please put your hands together for your race winner, number 800, Macaulay Tier. Confirmation, your race winner, number 800, Macaulay Tier. In the next few moments, the bangers are out on the track for the first time this evening. Out there we have 179 Jordan Halligan Bunce, 23 Gemma Moore, Martin Fade is car 259, and then at the back 77 Robin Hooper and 171 Ryan Edmonds, and last but by no means least, number 24 is Lee Jordan as they contest this 10-lapper. Early contact between Edmonds and Martin Fade, forcing Fade out into the safety fencing. And that has cost him early on there as Martin Fade moves to the back of the order. Early lead for 179 Halligan Bunce as the cars screech round turn one, where we saw a collision in the whites and yellows in the first race of the night. Handbrake on there for 23 Gemma Moore, losing a bit of control. It allows Halligan Bunce to speed away from her and maintain his lead as a trio of cars passed us in the main stand here, led by 171 Ryan Edmonds, but there's a nudge from 24 Lee Jordan, forcing him out wide, and he takes the initiative to move into third place as they motor onto the back straight. Still Halligan Bunce with the lead in car 179 ahead of 23 Gemma Moore. It doesn't look like that will change this lap. He looks comfortable early on, does Halligan Bunce in car 179 ahead of 23 Gemma Moore. The 24 Lee Jordan has come from the back and moved into third place. And as usual, he is one to watch. And again, some contact between Hooper and Edmonds. Hooper just nudging the back end of Ryan Edmonds, but it's not enough to make him concede that position. And he has protected fourth place for the time being at least, as again, there's another crash. 77 Robert Hooper once again shunting into 171 Ryan Edmonds, but he himself has gone into a spot of bother, and they're now having a little wrestling match, it seems, in their cars on turn 4, which 24 Lee Jordan, who is now in first place, has to avoid, and it is crisis averted for Lee Jordan. And that doesn't sound too good, does it? The car of 77 Robert Hooper screeching into the cars back in whether that's his race over or whether he will try and resume the action. 24 Lee Jordan it is who leads ahead of 171, or 179 I should say, Jordan Halligan Bunce. And 23 Gemma Moore is in third place, with Jordan going around the inside of 171 Ryan Edmonds there. And Edmonds was involved in that battle with 77 Robert Hooper. Hooper having to retire early from the race as a result of that. Still 179 Halligan Bunce in second place ahead of 23 Gemma Moore, but 171 Ryan Edmonds has done brilliantly to keep carrying on in this race. This car doesn't look the best of things. The chilly flags waiting for 24 Lee Jordan. Halligan Bunce will wait second, I think. Oh, it's 23 Gemma Moore who's just stole the march at the end there to seize second place from the hands of 179 Jordan Halligan Bunce. Drama as always when the bangers are out there on the track. No difference this time around. And whilst attentions may have been focused on the cars of 171 Ryan Edmonds and 77 Robert Hooper, there was still work to be done by the man who crossed the line first, and will take in the applause from the crowd here at Onchan Raceway. Let's hear it for your race winner, number 24, Lee Jordan.
Safety Steve, Captain. Safety Steve.
confirmation, your race winner, number 24, Lee Jordan. As we turn our attentions to the production rods for the first time tonight. And there's been some fantastic battles so far in the production rods this season. Plenty of different winners. This championship is right in the balance, and plenty of talented drivers out there as well who are hoping to give themselves a real advantage this evening. 538 tonight is Ian Neal, lining up alongside him 88 Callum Tilley. Lee Freestone is in 420 with Mark Hargreaves in car 358. Behind those pair, number 46 safety Steve Luton, and 777 tonight is Martin Freestone. And there have been, as I said, throughout this campaign so far, some brilliant battles, some fantastic races, and some really tight finishes. And you wonder how it will go this evening. No Jamie Turnbull this evening in race 1, which means the race will be a bit poorer without him, but I'm sure we'll still have a fantastic story to tell come the end of these 10 laps. I think all the drivers in this race have been victorious at some stage or another so far this season. Early driving on Rods Race, he was restricted by He just blocked his path a bit, and that's allowed him to go round 46 Steve Luton, and he's got his eyes on overtaking 538 Ian Neal, who hasn't started at all well, and it looks like there's problems with his car, I think, not firing on all cylinders as the rest of the field overtakes him. Whether it's just a slow start or whether there are more serious problems at play, I'm not so sure. He's still in the race as it stands, but it looks like he's not got as much power as he would like. At 46, Steve Luton looks to have a go at 420 Lee Freestone, but Freestone getting away from him quickly. Brilliant turn of pace as he gets onto the straights, and this is a very fast track as well, one of the quickest in the British Isles, and that allows them, when they do get onto those straights, to really show just how much pace they possess. Callum Tilley it is with the lead, but not for long, as 420 Lee Freestone rounds in on the outside, going round turn 1, along with 46 Steve Luton, who's sticking with them. And it looks like these two are going to pick up where they left off 7 days ago. And it could be a very nervy end for both of these drivers, because they are pulling away from the chasing pack led by 358 Mark Hargreaves, who's just got past 88 Callum Tilley. In the meantime, 538 Ian Neal, he has retired. It didn't look like everything was going smoothly for him from the get-go. Six to Lee Freestone is in pole position. You can feel 46 safety Steve Luton breathing down his neck. He's got the bit between his teeth. He wants to finish the night with or start the night, I should say, with a first place finish. And there are 3 laps to go. And so far so good for 420 Lee Freestone since he's taken that lead He has kept it, and he'll be hoping to do that for another couple of laps. And that will seal victory for him in the opening race of the production rods of this bank holiday race meeting. What can 46 Steve Luton produce to unseat 420 Lee Freestone at the top of the order here? Well, he's been frustrated. He's followed him round closely, but he just hasn't had the power to be able to round 420 Lee Freestone, and despite the pressure, he's going to come round this, and he will pick up the checkered flag for the first time tonight. A superb start to the evening for Lee Freestone. 46 Steve Luton will be left wondering what he possibly could have done, if anything, to steal that victory away from Freestone. Again, it was a good race. It was never a foregone conclusion. But despite the competition, despite the pressure, he kept his head to cross the line in first place and get his evening off to the perfect start. Please show your appreciation as he goes round on his lap of honour for your race winner, number 420, Lee Freestone. Confirmation, your race winner, number 420, Lee Freestone. 111, Sam Cracknell, and 800, Macaulay Tier. Great to see Macaulay Tier back out there after that collision with 118 Harry Merriweather towards the back end of that whites and yellows race. But we say good evening for the first time to 58 Rio Osborne, to 26 Shannon Moore, 33 Shane Ellison, Nicole Asselburn in car 41, 119 TJ Tier, Macaulay's brother, and 825 Kian Pears. And these are the youngest drivers competing in the 2021 stock car racing season here at Onchan Raceway. A few of them will be known to you here if you've been to the stock car racing last year as well. Still having that experience, still getting to grips with their cars and the track. It's been a great education for them so far this season. We are underway in this first junior rods proper race this evening. And it's 11 Kian Staniford who's setting the pace early on, 118 Merriweather lurking behind him. And then you've got 58 Rio Osborne and Shannon Moore in car 26 pulling up just behind Merriweather, along with 33 Shane Ellison. Shane Ellison had an absolutely amazing debut season here at Onchan Raceway, and he'll be hoping to hit those heights once again this evening. But he's got work to do. He's got 4 cars to get past. He's starting with Shannon Moore, and he's having an attempt to overtake her, going around turns 3 and 4, and just so his persistence pays off. And he moves into 3rd place, so still Kian Staniford in the lead ahead of Rio Osborne, Ellison in 3rd, then comes 118 Harry Merriweather, and 825 Kian Pears, who's making his way from towards the back end of the field, is currently in 5th place, with eyes on moving into those power positions in the top 3, and he's a born winner. He knows what it takes to get his hands on a checkered flag here at Onchan Raceway. But he is just being held at bay at the moment by 118 Harry Merriweather. He has to go the long route round the outside of Merriweather, who's keeping a tight line, but eventually Pears has indeed moved into 4th place. Shane Ellison, meanwhile, has moved into 2nd. now he's within touching distance of that race lead, still held by Stanford in car 11. But it's changed at the top of the order. Still leading is Cian Stanford. Shane Ellison, though, he is looking menacing. And when he's in the right mood, he's simply unbeatable. Shane Ellison, it seems. The time is running out. Just 3 laps to go. What does Shane Ellison have up his sleeve? Surely he can muster all the pace and power he needs to get round Cian Stanford, and he does indeed do that. We do have a new race leader. It comes in the form of 33 Shane Ellison. 825 Cian Pearce is in 3rd place. He's trying to just steal some room on the inside of 11 Cian Stanford, but he's been unsuccessful, and 58 Rio Osborne looks like he's going to respond well, although there's a bit of a shaky getaway there from 825 Cian Pearce. He holds his line well, doesn't lose too much control. So he is in 2nd place, but that little wobble's just cost him a bit of time. And it's allowed 33 Shane Ellison just to get that distance away from 825 Cian Pearce to carry on right to the end and claim the victory. It's a win for Shane Ellison in car 33, Cian Pearce in 2nd, and finishing in 3rd of the opening junior odds race of the night. 119 TJ Tier starts with a podium finish in 3rd place. But it's a win for a young driver who's shown he is immensely capable and has a very bright future ahead of him. Born to drive, born to win, he's done just that the first time he's out on the track this evening, and he will go around and do a lap of honour and take in the applause he deserves. Let's hear it for your race winner, number 33, Shane Ellison. Confirmation, your race winner, number 33, Shane Ellison. I'll be in here before. The louder you cheer and clap, the faster they'll drive and the harder they'll clatter into each other, doing untold damage. So much so that we've lost a few of the drivers from the last race. Notably 77 Robert Hooper, he's not made his way out onto the track for the 2nd bangers race of the evening. Let's hope he gets his car sorted, and we do see him again this evening. But we do have 23 Gemma Moore, 179 Jordan Halligan-Bunce, Ryan Edmonds in car 171, and 24 Lee Jordan, all hoping to make it a 2nd win from as many races. A good start, Holmes waving, 179 Halligan-Bunce with a bright start there to get ahead of 23 Gemma Moore. Gemma Moore actually getting 2nd place ahead of Halligan-Bunce right at the death in the last race. Sneaking past Halligan-Bunce. Seemed to slow down as he crossed the line, but 23 Gemma Moore sped right up and just picked him to that 2nd place finish. The cars fairly evenly spaced out at the moment. 171 Ryan Edmonds was one to watch in the last race for entertainment, that's for sure. 24 Lee Jordan cruising past him on the inside as they advance onto the back straight. He overtakes him to gain the position. I'll move into 3rd place. Halligan-Bunce though still has the lead. The sun beating down here. A beautiful day it is here in Onchan in the Isle of Man. And it is just about to get a bit better for Halligan-Bunce. If he can see out this 8-lap race in 1st place. There'll be no one happier than him to do that. And again, it sounds like 171 Ryan Edmonds just clipping something close to the outside of the track. I don't know if there was debris on the track. There was definite noise there. And he lays stranded now just after turn 4. The yellow flags waving on the approach to that corner. And 24, Lee Jordan, who's hoping to get his second win of the night, doing the business to go past 23, Gemma Moore moving into second place. The yellow flags still waving. 171, Ryan Edmonds pulled up, as I say, just after turn 4. And the yellow flags now waving all around the course. And I think Edmonds is just going to be moved on. Well, following the leader, didn't quite see whether it was something that Edmonds drove over. A slight collision with the outer safety fencing. Let's give him a big round of applause for 171 Ryan Edmonds, and hope we see him back again tonight, because he has been good value for money, very entertaining as well. But it'll be interesting to see how this pause affects the rest of this race and how it plays out. 179 Halligan Bunce did have a lead, but now he's got 24 Lee Jordan right behind him. And I think Halligan Bunce will be sweating a slight bit there as 23 Gemma Moore almost gains a position on 179 Halligan Bunce, and indeed does go past him on the inside there as they go onto that backstroke once again. But she's got too wide, and 24 Lee Jordan excellently moves into position. And a slight little nudge from Halligan Bunce into the side of 23 Gemma Moore there. They'll both be a bit frustrated, because there was an opportunity for both of them there to have first place in the final few laps of this race. But 24 Lee Jordan is now getting away from the two remaining cars in this race. Halligan Bunce and Gemma Moore in second and third respectively. But he is in cruise control, it seems. He's definitely the man to beat in the bangers this evening. And what a performance this has been so far this evening, because he is streets ahead now, and there's no question who is going to win this race as he goes down the front. The checker flags waving. Lee Jordan smiling, he's won it once again. 2 from 2 for him. 179 Halligan Bunce this time does confirm second place, with 23 Gemma Moore in third. 171 Ryan Edmonds, unfortunately having to retire, meaning only 3 finished the race. We do feel a bit for Halligan Bunce. He was in the lead. You don't know how it would have played out had there not been the yellow flags waving around the course after 171 Edmonds pulled up. But the man who won won't care one jot. Please give him a big cheer as he does his victory lap. Your race winner for the second time tonight, number 24, Lee Jordan. Confirmation, your race winner, number 24, Lee Jordan. A win for 420 Lee Freestone in the opening race in this class tonight. Who will rise to the challenge in this next race? Will Freestone follow in the footsteps of Lee Jordan and continue his winning ways in this next race? Also out there trying to stop him, 777 is Martin Freestone. 46 safety Steve Luton. He wasn't too far off him in the last race. He'll be hoping he can go one better this time around, and I'm sure 420 Lee Freestone will be well aware of just how capable 46 Steve Luton is, and he won't want to give him too many chances to get past him. 358 is Mark Hargreaves, another person who's no stranger to success here at Onchan Raceway. 538 Ian Neal. He seemed to have problems. He didn't seem as if everything was running smoothly with the car, wasn't firing on all cylinders. Hopefully he's fixed those problems as we head into this next race. And alongside him, number 88 is Callum Tilley, who has picked up a checkered flag himself so far this season. They have been a bit few and far between. He'll be hoping that might change this evening and he can finish strongly. 10 more laps on production rods. It will be Callum Tilley who gets a blistering start from 46 safety Steve Luton, who moves into second place almost instantly. And what a charge! He's gone right from the back to the front, and he is in pole position. But he's had to drift wide, and that is a close shave with the outer safety fencing. But it is crisis averted. 358. Mark Hargreaves has gone into second place, and he had a little nudge there from 420 Lee Freestone. Freestone might be a bit aggrieved at how he started. There is definite contact there between both Freestone, the aggressor, and 358 Mark Hargreaves. Hargreaves just holding him off for the time being at least. 777 Martin Freestone has overtaken 88 Callum Tilley. Martin Freestone behind Lee Freestone now in fourth place. As he'll have another bite of the cherry here, 420 Lee Freestone to try and get ahead of Hargreaves and move into second place. This is all great news though for Steve Luton in car 46. Because whilst the others decide who is going to lead the challenge, and again, this contact, 420 Lee Freestone just barging into the back end of 358 Mark Hargreaves, but once again, Hargreaves holding firm, holding off that pressure from Lee Freestone. But it finally tells, and 420 Freestone moves into second place. And will we have a grandstand finish on our hands here? There's 3 laps to go. 46. Who is firmly in control of this race. Well, I lined before now, there'll only be 3 laps to go. And safety Steve Luton still maintains a firm grasp on proceedings here in this production rods race. Mark Hargreaves did ever so well to keep 420 Lee Freestone at bay, and that was despite several times contact between the 2 cars. And 420 Lee Freestone here just nibbling away at the lead of 46 Steve Luton. It's still comfortable, but not as comfortable as it was before. And Luton will have to remain focused, because if he does take his foot off the gas, then that could spell trouble for him. But it looks like he's done enough in the early stages of this race to do himself justice and to get himself up into the second time. Well, it was partly great driving from Steve Luton, and also the frustration of the hands of 420 Lee Freestone being unable to get past 358 Mark Hargreaves for large parts of that race. When he did, it did make it a little more nervy for Steve Luton, but the hard work had been done, and really it was a formality. It just needed Luton to do the laps and see out the job, which he did, and he holds that checkered flag aloft with pride as he goes round to take in the applause of this Onchan Raceway crowd. Show your appreciation for your race winner, number 46, safety Steve Luton. Confirmation, your race winner, number 46, Steve Luton. And lapper. Delight for Shane Ellison last time out. Can he make it 2 from 2? We'll find out in a few moments' time. 118, Harry Merriweather, and 11, Cian Staniford will start off out the front. Behind them, 58, Rio Osborne, and in the red, 26, Shannon Moore. Nicole Astle-Barrett lines up alongside Ellison in car number 41. TJ Tier in 119, 825 is Cian Pearce, and 111 is Sam Cracknell. There's no Macaulay Tier in this race. We hope there aren't too many problems with either driver or car and that they get fixed, so that Macaulay's back out for the next race in the junior rods. But we'll have to do without him this time around, as we get the signal to indicate the start of racing. Who will make a bright start? Definitely will be 433 Shane Anderson, who gets away from 11 Cian Staniford gets the early lead as he races away from 118 Harry Merriweather and 58 Rio Osborne, overtaking Merriweather to go into second place on that back straight going into turn 3, along with 26 Shannon Moore, and Ellison is in 4th early on, and it looks like he really means business tonight. But it's 11 Staniford who holds that early lead ahead of 58 Rio Osborne. 33 Ellison moves into the top 3 positions. How will Shannon Moore respond after dropping back into 4th? He's ahead by a nose, but he's got the power and the persistence to keep himself in 3rd place, and now has eyes on going even further up the order and try and take that pole position away from 11 Cian Staniford. But 58 Osborne is in 2nd at the moment. Is that going to be a problem for Ellison? It doesn't look like it. Nothing is phasing him this evening. He is in red hot form, and he's just so quick. And if it's a foot race between Ellison and any other driver, you would fancy him to come out on top. Such has his dominance been in just the 1.5 races we've seen of him so far tonight. 111 Sam Cracknell just trying a bit of a spanner in the works for a few of these drivers, but 11 Cian Staniford, who is still in the lead of this race, let's not forget, manages to get past Cracknell and buys himself a bit of breathing space for 58 Rio Osborne, does cut that lead, and again, it's a bit nervy for Staniford. He's leading the way though. 825 Cian Pearce is now in 4th place, and it will be interesting to see how he finishes, because he's not yet got his hands on a checkered flag, but he doesn't like finishing a race meeting without having won, and he's good enough. He should be getting at least one victory on any race meeting that he participates in, and he's now going head to head with 33 Ellison, and actually passes Ellison on the inside and moves into 2nd place behind 58 Rio Osborne, who has overtaken Cian Staniford. And my word, that's got a very twisted plot. Where will the next twist take place? It's 825 Cian Pearce who's now leading the charge to try and overtake 58 Rio Osborne, who earlier took the lead on 11 Cian Staniford. It's Osborne's race to lose now, though. There's only 2 laps left. The seconds are running out for the drivers to do anything and all they can in their power to get themselves a victory. 33 Shane Ellison got the first win in the junior rods this evening. He's currently in 3rd. He's behind both Cian Pearce and the race leader with 1 lap to go, 58 Rio Osborne. And Rio Osborne is clinging on for dear life to that race lead. And he knows there is so much talent behind him that if he gives them an inch, they will seize that, and there's traffic. There's 2 minutes to the end of that race. And my word, what a magnificent performance that was from 58 Rio Osborne. That wasn't easy by any stretch of the imagination. And when you see the likes of 825 Cian Pearce and Shane Ellison, who's already got a victory this evening behind you, it's very, very easy to make a rash decision, to make a little error. And he gets a little shunt in the back from 111 Sam Cracknell for his troubles. But it's a little shake of the fist from 58 Rio Osborne. And what a fantastic drive that is from the young man in car number 58. Let's hear it for your race winner, number 58, Rio Osborne.
Who came second?
What? I didn't say because I didn't. I thought Kian. I did. I thought it was Kian, but I mean.
She's very fast.
Confirmation, your race winner, number 58, Rio Osborne. All of whom were in the first race this evening. So again, it will just be 8 laps. Sparks flying from the wheel of 179 Jordan Halligan Bunce. And then he pulls up straight away, and it looks like we've lost another one, dropping like flies, and no one even touched Halligan Bunce there. But he sits stranded in the middle with smoke emanating from his bonnet, sparks flying from his wheel right from the start there, and that's another casualty for the Bangers field tonight, meaning if Gemma Moore doesn't get a second place finish here, she's done something terribly wrong, because there's only 2 cars remaining in it. And 24 Lee Jordan on a hat-trick. And he won't have to do too much to get his hands on that. He's only got to overtake 1 car. But Gemma Moore, she's been around a bit. She knows what it takes to win here at Onchan Raceway, and she'll have to use and draw on all that experience and expertise just to thwart the attempts of 24 Lee Jordan to get 3 wins from 3 in the first time of asking. Well, he's just eating away at that lead, chewing up the ground ahead of him, and he has got right up close to 23 Gemma Moore. And as they go round turn 3 and turn 4, he's now odds-on favourite to make it 3 wins from as many races. And now he's escaping 23 Gemma Moore, who's advancing down that back straight herself. And it's a very difficult ask for her now, with 3 laps remaining. Will there be a further plot twist in this? Well, stranger things have happened, but in the form Lee Jordan's in, you wouldn't think there'll be any other person winning this race. The only one remaining in the race, aside from Lee Jordan, is 23 Gemma Moore after the early retirement of 179 Jordan Halligan Bunce. But it's not long now until what we know is officially confirmed that 24 Lee Jordan gets himself a hat-trick. Well, he's so good at the best of times, but when there's not too much competition out there on the track, it makes life so much easier for Lee Jordan, who wins the race at a canter really in the end. It was a tough ask for Gemma Moore to prevent him from getting another victory here at Onchan Raceway. And she just drifted too wide going round turn 3, and that opened the door for Lee Jordan, who needs no second invitation. And we've seen it time and time and time again. It's a story as old as time, really. Lee Jordan picking up the checkered flag here at Onchan Raceway for the 3rd time tonight, becoming a hat-trick hero at the first attempt tonight. Let's hear it for your race winner, number 24, Lee Jordan. Confirmation, your race winner, number 24, Lee Jordan. To 420, Lee Freestone in the production rods this evening, followed up by a victory for 46, Steve Luton in the last race. It has been a brilliant championship so far. Plenty of twists and turns, some fantastic on-track rivalries too, and that looks set to continue as we head into race 3 of the production rods this evening. It will again be contested over 10 laps. And we can't discount 358 Mark Hargreaves from the conversation, nor 777 Martin Freestone, who starts from the back. We've got 88 Callum Tilley and 538 Ian Neal, both of whom have been victorious here at Onchan Raceway at some point this season. So it shows you just how strong the competition for the checkered flag is in the production rods. And our eyes turn to both 46, Steve Luton, and Freestone in car 420 to see who will start the better, because those are the two who have been sparring out there on the track. We've still not got that green flag, as 358 Mark Hargreaves swerving onto the grass version, the centre there. They were anticipating the green flag and it never came. And you do wonder as well whether that low-lying sun will start to become a bit of a problem for some of those drivers as they go round turn 4. It's just starting to sneak through the trees, and whether visibility will be a factor or not remains to be seen. But it is beginning to set, the sun, and with it, it does have a factor in how these races develop. And finally, we get what we were expecting last time. The green flag does come this time, and 358 Mark Hargreaves just trying to ease 420 Lee Freestone into the side, and they're having a bit of a ding-dong there because Freestone does collide with 358 Hargreaves in his desperate attempts to get round him. Meanwhile, 46 Steve Luton is just moving behind 358 Mark Hargreaves, who will not be bullied, it seems. 420 Lee Freestone has on several occasions come into contact with Mark Hargreaves, and again as they go round turn 3. Huge contact there. And it was 358 Hargreaves who just tried to force 420 Lee Freestone into that safety fencing, and it has cost both of them dearly. 88 Callum Tilley, we should say, is leading this race, and 358 Ian Neal has just been overtaken on the inside on the approach to turn 1 by 46 Luton, and Luton now has a clear shot at overtaking 88 Callum Tilley and making it 2-1 in that mini battle with himself and Lee Freestone in car 420, who, it has to be said, has recovered very well to catch up with that cluster of cars, and he's now alongside the man in the orange mobile, 538 Ian Neal, and he overtakes him as they go onto that back straight. But it's 46 Steve Luton. He holds all the cards now, and it will be interesting to see where that competition will come from. Who's going to push him, or will it be a routine victory for Luton? The second of the evening, if he does get it. 777 Martin Freestone is in second place, and Lee Freestone behind. You wonder whether there'll be some teamwork at play here, or whether both of them will be desperate to try and get the victory. So far, it is 46, the man known as Safety Steve, who is in charge of this race. And if he can hold on to that lead for 3 more laps, then he will be absolutely ecstatic with how the night's gone. Despite losing that first race, it was a closely fought race with him and 420 Lee Freestone, who is now in second place. He's gone to make it 2 from 2. 2 laps to go then. And we'll have to wait and see if 420 Lee Freestone can get up to those top speeds, which make him such a difficult driver to beat. A mini battle with 358 Mark Hargreaves. And that has cost him in the end. It cost him time, it cost him speed, it cost him the place, and it's cost him the victory because 46 Steve Luke is first through. Lee Freestone, despite that encounter with 358 Mark Hargreaves, finishes in second with 777 Martin Freestone in third. But it's another race win. And despite not having a 100% record tonight, he'll be thrilled that he has now made it 2 from 3. And he'll have his chance at a hat-trick the next time these cars are out there on the track. It's delight, though, for your race winner, number 46, Safety Steve Luther. Confirmation, your race winner, 46, Steve Luther. Another 10-lapper then, as the high-octane drama continues here on this bank holiday race meeting here at Onchan Raceway this evening, sponsored by Mike's Motors. There have been wins for Shane Ellison in car 33 for 58 Rio Osborne last time out. 800 Macaulay Tier also being declared winner in the whites and yellows race, if you can cast your mind that far back, right to the start of this evening's meeting, but he's not out there, which suggests problems with his car after a bit of a collision with 118 Harry Merriweather, who's out there lining up alongside number 11 Kean Staniford at the front as you watch them go round before we get that green flag. Also out there, 26 Shannon Moore, 41 Nicole Astle-Burt. TJ Tier in car 119 was tearing it up right at the start of the season, but since he's been moved further back, he's found the wins a bit more difficult to come by, although he has managed to get his hands on the checkered flag from time to time. Also out there is 825 Kean Pearce. And it will be interesting to see who comes out on top here, because there was a real rivalry on show in the last race between 825 Kean Pearce and 33 Shane Ellison. A healthy rivalry, it has to be said, as they battled it out for second place in the end, and something has flown off the car of 825 Kean Pearce there, so that's causing a bit of debris. I think it's a wing mirror that's lost from 825 Kean Pearce, as he went a bit too close to 119 TJ Tier. No flags being waved, so I don't think it's going to cause too many problems for those drivers. But 11 Kean Staniford with the early lead as 41 Nicole Astle-Burt tries to go round Rio Osborne on the inside and does so successfully. A good manoeuvre there from Nicole Astle-Burt. She's a safe pair of hands, 41 Nicole Astle-Burt. And she'll be hoping that she can finish the night strongly. And she's done so brilliantly early on. But as we mentioned, 825 Kean Pearce, something did fly off his car on lap 1. Is he going to try and rejoin the action? It looks like he's going to have a go, but also problems afoot for him, and that will be a cause for concern for 825 Kean Pearce. He's lost a lot of ground there as 33 Shane Ellison tries to take the long route around the outside of 11 Kean Staniford as they go round turns 1 and 2. And once again, just using all that pace and power that his car possesses, and combined with his driving skill, it's no shock to see Shane Ellison at the right end of the proceedings. Pleasing for 825 Key and Pearce that he has rejoined the race, but he's playing catch up now, and you do have to wonder just how much that brief pause will cost him. 41 Aston Bird in third. He's being troubled by 26 Shannon Moore, while she has one eye on overtaking Staniford and moving into second place as the sun gets even lower and starts to pierce through the trees. And again, could be a factor for a few of them just to go a bit slower around turn 4 if it is in their eyes. I'm not sure. The 33 Ellison getting away from them. And this race is escaping all the other drivers out there as they chase 33 Shane Ellison, but they're struggling to keep up with him. He set a brilliant pace as Ellison. 41 Asselberg remains in third place. He's got away from Shannon Moore, who seems to be pulling up, going around turn 3. He's allowed a whole bunch of cars to go past her, including 58 Rio Osborne, 825 Key and Pearce, and 119 TJ Tier. Shane Ellison really never looked back. A second win of the evening for Ellison. Kean Staniford finishing in second place with 41 Astelbert in third. But both left trailing in the wake of the young man who will pick up a second win from 3 this evening. Well, we said a few weeks back it was quite rare to see Shane Ellison not quite picking up the race wins. But over the last couple of meetings, he's shown why he was such an exciting prospect in his debut season last year. And things have started to click. And he's got the momentum as the season progresses. He will go round and take in the plaudits once again. Another superb performance from your race winner, number 33, Shane Ellison. The final race of the night comes in the production rods. Some brilliant action in the production rods tonight. Only 4 cars contesting this one though for the final 10-lap race of the evening. No 420 Lee Freestone or 777 Martin Freestone. But we do have 88 Callum Tilley, 538 Ian Neal, 358 Mark Hargreaves, and 46 Steve Luton, who's eyeing a 3rd win from 4 races tonight, as we expect a fantastic way to round off this bank holiday meeting here at Onchan Raceway. Tonight sponsored by Mike's Motors. And the final green flag of the evening is waving. We're racing for the last time tonight as Luton makes a brilliant start, as he has done, it seems, in all of the races tonight. And he's just excelling as the sun begins to set here in the Isle of Man. Perfect conditions for racing his speed this evening. If it weren't for him losing the opening production rods race of the night, if he does win this 46 Steve Luton, it would have been a perfect evening. It's still been a very good one, whatever happens in this race. Alan Tilley it is, who currently occupies pole position, but not for very long, because Steve Luton once again demonstrating just how quick he can be on those straights. And he moves seamlessly into first place. 358 Mark Hargreaves is trying to have a go on the outside of 88 Callum Tilley and follow suit in the footsteps of 46 Steve Luton, and it takes him a little while longer than it did for Steve Luton, but he eventually does get by 88 Callum Tilley, who now drops back into third place with Ian Neal in fourth as it stands. Well, Mark Hargreaves has just been playing big parts in the races so far tonight. Can he go out with a win? That's certainly what he and his team will be hoping. But he's got a bit of ground to make up to give himself an opportunity to overtake Steve Luton. At the moment, that gap is just too big. So he's got to draw on all his skill and ability as a driver just to cut that lead of Luton. Because so far, he's not had any problems. And this has been another routine performance in what's turning out to be a memorable season for Steve Luton. 2 laps to go to make himself a hat-trick hero. We've had one in the form of Lee Jordan in the bangers so far tonight. And unless there's a catastrophic end to the race for Steve Luton, it looks as if he will be also waving 3 checker flags in one night and boost his chances of being the overall champion in the production rods for the 2021 stock car racing season. The checker flag is being ready, and it will be waved for Steve Luton yet again, a winner. And for the 3rd time tonight, he is absolutely delighted at the end of a 10-lap production rods.
Just doing all the junior rods first. Are they all here?
Moving on to the prize presentation for this evening's meeting, sponsored by Mike's Motors. We start with the bangers this evening. In 3rd place overall, number 179, Jordan Halligan Bunce. In 2nd place overall, number 23, Gemma Moore. But with 3 wins from his 3 races this evening, the overall winner, number 24, Lee Jordan. This evening in 3rd place overall, number 825, Kian Pears. In 2nd place, number 58, Rio Osborne. For your overall winner in the junior rods, put your hands together for number 33, Shane Ellison. Do you want a stool to stand on there, Yvonne? And the winner of the white and yellow this evening, number 800, Macaulay Tier.
Are we here?
As we move on to the prize presentation for the Mike's Motors production rods this evening, in third place overall, number 420, Lee Freestone. Congratulations, Lee.
Harry. Oh,
In second place overall tonight, number 358, Mark Hargreaves.
I'm not going to be able to stand up, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm all for once.
It don't work.
But your overall winner, let's hear it for number 46, safety, Steve Rutter.
Hey, we don't need
That tastes a success by taking
You're going to give it to them. Yay. Harry. You're one. Change Harry. Harry. Harry.